Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade will be the topic. On today's video I will do the updated global tier list, so after the buffs, so definitely we're gonna have some changes. And as well I will add the brand new green Nobara to the tier list, right? Okay, so let me first rank the new SSR Nobara. Okay, I won't go through whole kit now, but really quickly, I just want to say she's an amazing green nuker. I wouldn't say she's at the level of Hollow Purple Gojo, but for Nobara, she's doing a really great job. But not only that, she has also that increases the selected enemy Jujutsu damage received. It can be helpful. Increase the selected enemy Taijutsu damage received. Increase own damage dealt, so she's buffing herself as well. And if you play properly, you can actually get some really high damage from the green Nobara. In my opinion, I will place green Nobara into SS rank. I wouldn't put it higher than this. Also, I want to do one change. So the last time I put blue Miwa in SS, definitely she doesn't deserve to be in that tier. She can be valuable for those certain situations where granting counter status can be really helpful, evading enemy attacks, but especially attracting the selected enemy attack to self. In certain cases that can be so helpful. With the counters and everything else, she can actually do a great job in that, of course, but still you won't use her as a DPS. Mainly I would say I use her as a decoy for the counter attacks and everything else, so definitely she is like A plus S tier. Okay, let me put S tier. I definitely think she's better than A plus overall. Okay, so we're gonna put it like this. Tell me your opinions in the comment section below, whoever use her more frequently, etc. We're gonna go now character by character who got a buff. I will actually use a wiki for the reference, because here we can actually see how big of a buff for the damage the character's gotten and everything else. Okay, so we're gonna go just randomly one by one. We have 18 characters, nothing too special, right? Okay, joking, but SR Panda blue typing, I was never too much impressed with that unit, but okay, let me see now after the buff. So it got a buff like by a pretty okay amount, like 70%. Then skill 2, again we have some pretty much the same damage, but the difference is that increase the selected enemy taijutsu damage received by 30. Before it was 26.4. okay, then we have skill 3. Before it was this amount of damage, so 406%. Now it's 420. Everything pretty much the same, and here we have a big buff. Okay, this is where a big buff is happening. So now the actual percentage for the SR Panda ultimate is much bigger. We are talking about over 500% bigger damage, guys. And as well, he has now, at the start of the battle, grant survival status to self. Taijutsu enhancement at the start of each turn. If own curse energy is 40 or above, increase own taijutsu stat by 35% for one turn. Okay, definitely now Panda is way better. I wouldn't put him higher than A tier, to be honest. Yeah, the ultimate will do finally some great damage, but that's pretty much it. Okay, and he has a revival status now. So he has 2 times. Like, I really need to test it out, but okay, after the buff, A+. Okay, based on the paper, again, if you disagree with something, comment section below is yours. I'll always consider everything. I'm not perfect. Toge Inumaki also got a buff. He's an SR, also movie unit. So before we had this, now it's deals Jujutsu damage to selected enemy, decreases the selected enemy taijutsu damage by 10%, so he's debuffing higher than before. Yeah. If elite boss enemies attack, he'll sacrifice 3% HP. If non-elite bosses attack, he'll sacrifice 1% HP. Now the skill 2 got a nice adjustment here. So it tracks the selected enemy. Enemy's attack, grants counter status to self for 2 turns. Reduces own damage received by 10%. That can also give him survivability. When targeted by an enemy melee attack 1 time per turn, deals 100% of damage equal to 66% Jujutsu as counter damage. Decrease counter enemy Jujutsu stat by 25%. Increase counter enemy Taijutsu damage received by 25%. Okay, and it's effective for blue typings. And then you have some more sacrificing HP. Here we got bigger percentage. Okay, actually just slightly bigger percentage. Cannot die for sacrificing, and a little bit adjustments towards sacrificing HP. Nothing too crazy related to the skill tree. And then the ultimate. Ultimate got a, again, nice buff of the damage, okay? And as well, what we like about this unit is decrease in selected enemy ultimate skill gauge count by 2. Okay, let's see post adjustments. Okay, everything else here is the same. So definitely he will now perform better. I'll also put him into A+. Definitely now he deserves to be there. Maki, so another zero movie unit. We have the post adjustment, so she will be dealing slightly more damage with skill 1, but as well she will have increased skill damage based on own HP when skill is used. That is something that before she didn't had. So it can go up to 75% extra damage to 75% HP or higher. Increase the selected enemy taijutsu damage received by 12.7 for 3 turns. Skill 2 also got a buff because now it's reusable after 3 turns, okay? So increase own taijutsu stat. It can go up to 60%, so way higher than before, and the break damage will be way higher than before, okay? 330%. Related to the skill 3, so she's doing pretty much here AoE taijutsu damage. I believe the damage itself is the same, a little bit higher, but she's also getting, like I already said, increased skill damage based on own HP when skill is used, up to 100%, extra damage at 75% HP or higher, decrease all enemies taijutsu damage by 10%, 3 turns, increase skills taijutsu damage decrease based on own HP when the skill is used, up to 20% extra decrease at 75% HP or higher. Okay, so she will be decreasing all enemies taijutsu damage. Okay, so when you're dealing against the enemy who is doing taijutsu damage, she can debuff it. Here, ultimate got a nice buff, guys, okay? Like, much bigger damage than before. And like it says here, increase skill damage based on own HP. Up to 100% extra damage at 75% HP or higher. Okay, everything else is pretty much the same. So definitely we're gonna see much bigger damage output from Maki. I would definitely put her like 1 rank higher than before. Okay, maybe A+, maybe, but I don't know. Currently I would just place it in A tier. Okay, let's continue. Then we have SR Todo. Absolutely don't like this unit, honestly. Like, even after the buffs, I don't believe I'll change my mind. Like, the only thing they actually buff for him... What the hell? Wait a minute. They didn't buff almost nothing from him. That's insane, because he's super bad unit, in my opinion at least. Okay, they buffed this, so they add this. When Black Flash is performed, increase own critical hit rate by 20%. Yeah, I'm not changing his D tier. Honestly, I'm not changing that. Bye. Geto, I really don't even need to explain for him. You already know the drill. He got absolutely insane buff, guys. Insane buff. Where is he? Yeah, he is here in the God tier currently, of course, but now he's even better. Okay, so much better. He will be increase on critical hit rate. The higher on curse energy is, the great critical hit rate boost is. It can go up to 65%. Look at this. Deals melee taijutsu damage to select enemy. Again, more curse energy you have, bigger damage you're gonna do, and that's how he's gonna work now. Okay, and it goes as well for the debuffs he's gonna apply and the damage itself. So he's now absolutely busted after the buffs, and truly everyone will want to have him. He pretty much scales now from the curse energy, and more curse energy you have, he'll be like completely broken unit with his damage, but as well especially the debuffs. He'll be amazing for that, and yeah, God tier, easy. He stays there, but now he's even better. Okay. Megumi got a buff as well. I actually did use him because I have him that's the second buff he got. And he definitely performs now better, especially when he gets the SP potential. Does he get the... Yeah, he gets the SP potential in future. He'll be even better. This is the changes they done. He's gonna do bigger break damage and as well overall bigger DPS. Okay, so also look at this, stuns the selected enemy, so the stunning has been increased. I use him, and definitely, yeah, he will stun way more with skill 2 than before. Also increase the selected enemy jujutsu damage received by 15%, so amazing for the debuffing here as well, and it will be effective for the blue type attacks. If Divine Dog Totality is active, again increasing on break damage, deals jujutsu damage to selected enemy. Ignore Darkness State when Divine Dog is activated. Also, the skill 3 damage got a buff by a really good amount, and the curse energy cost is 20. Also, his ultimate damage got okay, it's the same damage. Sorry, I thought, what? Okay, now it's both level 10. Is this the same? Yeah, here I honestly don't see some changes from the previous buff and now. Maybe I'm wrong here. But anyways, I did use him, and yeah, he works now better. Not yet Megumi worth it, I would say, but definitely now valuable unit. Okay, not super valuable, must have or something like that, but trust me, in the battles, in the imaginary realm, he'll be helpful, especially in future when we get some tougher opponents where we're gonna need to use blue units. So blue Gojo him, it will be a nice combo. Still nothing too crazy of a unit, need to say, but he got this as well. At the start of the battle, increase own damage dealt by 80%. Okay, guys, and especially when he unlocks the SP potential, oh, then it will be much juicier. In my opinion, currently now he can definitely sit in A+, but I wouldn't put him higher than that. Even after the buffs, yeah, I still wouldn't put him higher than that, okay? But much more valuable unit than before. Before he was like B tier, bro. Now he went to A+. Much better. Okay, Kamo as well got a buff. He got a buff here. So on the skill 1, melee taijutsu deals an additional 100% damage if red scale state is active. Also, he increases own damage. Also here, he got that mechanic, activating flowing red scale state 5 turns, increase own damage dealt special by 5.5, increase own jujutsu stat by 20.9%, recovers own curse energy by 5 every turn, flowing red scale and special statuses cannot be stacked, increase own, like before he didn't had almost nothing from this, increase own damage dealt by 5, increase own jujutsu stat by 10, decrease own damage received by 5. Okay, percentages are not too impressive. Skill 3, range jujutsu damage if flowing red scale is active. Yeah, he'll just do now bigger damage AoE here. Ultimate unchanged, and this part unchanged. I would say slightly better than before. I mean, not only slightly, but with this skill, Like he's completely like skill 2 so much improved than before, okay, and because of that he can go now into A+. He really can. Okay, so let's do it like this. Maki. Overall they buffed her damage, I believe, until SP potential. Okay, they double here. Okay, before 105, yeah, they double the percentage right here. Yeah. Okay, so bigger damage with skill 3, which is doing an AoE attack. SP potential will make her much better. Okay, this buff currently... Let me see. So pre-adjustment... Okay, look at this now. She got a buff here as well. Auto skills. Having restriction at the start of the battle, recovers own HP by 2% each turn, reduces own damage received. So she gets now a little bit more survivability. At the start of the turn, increase own taijutsu stat 1 turn. The more enemies in wave, the greater the damage boost. Okay, so more enemies you have... Okay, so... She will be good for that type of missions when you have plenty of opponents and when you need to clear it and you need a red character. Maybe sometimes you're gonna use it, but if you have Yuta and Toji, you will never use her. I like A tier now after the buffs, but nothing more than that, okay? She'll be definitely working now better than before and doesn't deserve the B tier just because of that skill 3 AoE attack, but still... nothing spectacular. I would even put her B+, but okay. If you have many enemies that over 100 buff, that 4 enemy buff is really nice. And she's giving herself survivability plus more buffs, so yeah. Okay, better than before, definitely. The next unit is the Todo. Okay, he also got, like, I believe nothing too crazy of a buff. Like, literally everything is unchanged except one thing. Here he got, when Black Flash is performed, activate Zone State. While Zone State is active, increase on critical hit rate by 20%. Where did I rank him even? Like, A tier, I'll leave him there, to be honest, even after the buff, okay? Yuta, he's such a busted unit now, guys, okay? So, mainly where he got the biggest buff is this skill 2. Okay, so AoE damage, the higher own curse energy is when skill is activated, the greater skills damage increase up to 90% of the original effect at 60 curse energy. Increase all enemies jujutsu damage received by 14%. The higher own curse energy is when skill is activated, the greater damage received increase is. Plus few more adjustments, but that's like the biggest buff for him. I believe I don't need to explain much. He is like, I cannot go beyond the god tier currently. Maybe I'll do some adjustments in future, especially during half year anniversary, but yeah, he's god tier. He's now even more broken and a must-have character, and everyone who pulled him should be so happy, so happy. Okay, Red Panda. The problem in this game, I would say, is like tank units, defender units, counter units, like they're not so much valuable. You always go more for the buffer, debuffers, and the DPS characters. So now Red Panda, after these buffs, he will have bigger survivability and he will do bigger damage overall. But still, I personally will leave him at A+. Okay? Yeah, I just like, I'll leave him as A+, just because the value of a tank in this game is not the craziest. When he gets the SP potential, he will definitely go up, but for now I won't touch him, okay? Kento, a green unit, so now he'll be doing bigger damage. Bigger damage by a good amount. So skill 1, 50% bigger damage. Here everything is the same. When critical hit or black flash is performed, increase damage dealt further. Okay. As ultimate. Okay, ultimate got a nice buff here with the damage, and it's AoE, both taijutsu and jujutsu. When critical hit is performed, increase damage dealt further. Okay, so he will be doing a nice damage when he crits. This part, At the start of 9th turn of the battle, recovers own curse energy by 30, fills own ultimate skill gauge by 200, increases own Jujutsu stat by 30, increase own Black Flash rate by 200%, recovers own curse energy by 5 when Black Flash is performed, critical hit enhancement, increase own Taijutsu and Jujutsu stat by 30%, when Black Flash or critical hit is performed, chance 50%. Okay. He can go to the A+. Actually, S tier. Like, A+, S tier. A+, S tier. He can go in A+ for now. When he gets the SP potential, he will go higher. But I believe with all the buffs, he is not high. Especially because of competition of the green units. Like, you have Hollow Purple Gojo, you have Green Nobara, you have Green Maki. Like, still after the buffs, those characters will perform better. Especially Itadori now after more buffs. Yeah, for now I'll just leave it at A+, honestly. Just because of the high competition he has. But a much higher value. Itadori, for him, I cannot wait until he gets SP potential. He will be performing even much better. But even like this, he got a nice buffs. So curse energy cost. Deals taijutsu damage higher than before, yes. It decreased the select enemy critical hit resistance, a certain chance of performing Black Flash. Okay, then here we have... Ooh, nice buff. Okay, nice buff. Now it's 1200 taijutsu damage, and look at this. The first hit will become Black Flash, increase first hit Black Flash damage, increase first to third hits critical hit damage. And then here he also got this, when Black Flash is performed, increase own Black Flash rate by 100%, 3 turns cannot be stacked, increase own taijutsu stat by 30%. Guys, he'll be now doing bigger damage. Okay, so in my opinion, he can definitely go now into SS tier. And I truly believe that in future, when he gets the SP potential, I can truly put him in the God tier. Like, no joke, this is where I see him. I'm super impressed with him when he gets the buff. Also, one more change that I'll slide right now. Yellow Kento, this is the community choice. So many of you requested that I put him in the God tier, so here it is for you guys, okay? I personally didn't use him much, so I believe you. Puppet Panda, he got a buff, but I truly, again, bigger survivability, bigger damage, that's pretty much that. Even after the buffs, his value didn't change much, and I'll still leave him at A tier, honestly. Maybe 8, nah, still A tier, okay? Then we have Toge Inumaki, so skill 1. Now he has like sacrifice, bigger no, pretty much the same damage. Sacrifice 3% if the select enemy is formidable foe. Okay, whatever. Now we have bigger break damage by 50%. Here we got a nice buff here. Deals 220% Jujutsu damage to select enemy. Increase the selected enemy damage received by 23.1. Then we have some sacrifices, some recovering, but the curse energy cost is 0. Okay, reduces HP recovery count special by 1. Here also he's doing now with ultimate solid damage, like really good percentage of Jujutsu damage. But look at this, the more own HP he has, the greater damage increase additionally up to 20%. Okay, good. If any allies will receive fatal attack nullifies the attack 3 times in battle. At the start of the battle, apply HP recovery. So he's nullify 1 attack. Okay, but 3 times. Before it was 1. Okay, definitely he'll perform now much better than before. Personally, A+ as well. I wouldn't still put him higher than that, okay? A+ in my opinion. Just because some other yellow units you have, they're gonna perform so much better. Okay, Junpei Yoshino, he actually got a nice buff. right? So here he'll be doing bigger, slightly bigger damage, like by 0.1%, but he will decrease the select enemy Jujutsu stat by 32.3. And also look at this now, this is the buff. 3 turns increase the effect depending on how many turns of continuous Jujutsu damage poison the enemy has, up to extra 15% at 3 turns left. Ah, look at this, nice Jujutsu stat buff. So before he had grant attack nullification to self, attract all enemies attack to self, increase own Jujutsu stat, and also give him more survivability. And then here on the skill tree, pretty big buff, guys, okay? This is where his buff is like probably the best. Deals Jujutsu damage to selected enemy, deals 120% continuous Jujutsu damage poison to selected enemy, increase the selected enemy damage received by 20%, 3 turns 4 times, increase the effect depending on how many turns of continuous Jujutsu damage poison the enemy has. And then we have here the bigger percentage damage here, also bigger continuous Jujutsu damage, also decreasing debuffing the opponent, and also depending on how many turns continuous Jujutsu damage poison the enemy has, all of that can go up. And as well, he's getting this now. Increase own damage dealt. The more characters with Tokyo Jujutsu High affiliation are present on the field during the wave, the greater boost. Okay, so bigger damage and bigger debuffs, I would say. Definitely he now deserves to be into S tier at least, okay? S tier, okay. Ultimate Mekamaru. He's doing bigger damage, I believe now. I believe this part is the same. Skill tree. Yeah, bigger damage, bigger break damage. Again, bigger break damage and way. Yeah, nice buff in the here percentages by over 200%. So he'll be doing bigger damage here. And at the start of the battle, increase own break damage by 80, increase own damage dealt by 100%. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's now juicier. He is now juicier for sure. He can go into SS in my opinion now after this buff, especially as he gets the SP potential, he will go up. Miwa, we're done with that. Are we done with all of them now? I believe yes. I believe yes. Did I forget anyone? I believe I didn't. Okay guys, if I didn't forget about anyone, please tell me your opinions in the comment section below. I would really like to hear them. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Leave a like, subscribe, of course, your opinions in the comment section below, especially when those certain units will get an SP potential. Trust me, they will go up. Like Itadori, he'll be super close to God tier. Probably I'll have to add something like God plus tier or something like that. I will see when half anniversary drops. So definitely there'll be some revamp happening. Put your opinions, all of that I will consider. I'll do further more testings after that. So yeah, let's make as a community the best possible tier list. Okay guys, let's end the video here. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you next one. Bye guys, love you.